Alright everybody, let's take a look at the new Android box Formuler Z Plus. What you're looking at right now is the main page with all the default apps that's already installed there. Okay, with this box you don't have the STB emulator. It's the My TV Online 2 that replaces it, and I find it very stable. Okay, then you have a few other apps here. You have YouTube, if you want to watch YouTube, your Wi-Fi analyzer, speed test, to run a speed test. If you feel that the box is lagging, the first thing to do is to verify your speed. Okay, on the bottom you have quick settings here. You have your storage, whatever, if you put a USB key or external hard drive there, you connect to the box, you would have that here, and then on the bottom you have your settings to connect to your Wi-Fi connection. But I do recommend that you hardwire the box to your router or your modem. It would run better. Okay, now let's go ahead and jump into it. Let's go into My TV Online. So you have your menu right there, your categories. I was already on CNN, so you have your live TV, video on demand, TV series, refresh. To refresh from time to time, you do that to clean the errors on the box, your recordings, and your schedule, which you would schedule your recordings. So on your left side is your category. Okay, so let's go into the live TV. Let's jump into it, and then we'll go to some of the new features there. So live TV, let's take a look at how the channels and the categories work. So you look on your left side, you have your categories here, your favorites, all English, sports, and so on. French, you got everything there, okay? So you would select your category first. I'm on English, and then on your right end, you have all the channels. I'm already on CNN, then you select your channel. Okay, so there you go. You have on the remote, the menu button and the back button. So I'll go back, okay? Now, we'll take a look at the other feature, which is what I call this channel switch. Okay, the channel switch, basically you're watching a channel and you switch to another channel you were also watching. So I'm on CNN, I switch back, I go back, it puts me to BT that I was watching. From BT, we'll switch back to CNN. Okay, so that's pretty cool because the other Android boxes didn't have that. That's pretty cool. Okay, next feature we have is the guide. So the guide, you would select right here. Oh, sorry for that. On the bottom, there's a line. You select arrow down, and it'll bring you to this, I would say, quick menu. On your left hand, you have settings, channel history, EPG, which is the guide and the channels. On your right hand, you could lock the channel, your favorites, and recordings, and you could skip a channel. Okay, so right now let's go to the guide. Boom. This is your guide. This is what the guide looks like now. So as you can see, you have the time on top and you have what's playing at the time. So as you go, it will tell you what's playing next. And it runs really smooth compared to the other guide on the other Android boxes. Okay, but it's really nice. And on the left top corner, you still have a preview of the channel you were watching. Okay, so that's another great feature on this box. Okay, so let's arrow back. Okay, and menu. Now let's take a look at video on demand. Select video on demand. You still have your categories on the side, favorites, history, new movies, action, and so on. So let's go into new movies. I'll select a movie. Hold on here. So let's take a look at Vince Carter right here. I select watch. So as you can see, it's gonna ask you to resume or start over. So this is great. So I would start it over. That means you could pick up from where you were watching instead of starting over all the time. Okay, so I'll put up the volume so you can hear the sound quality also. look at the HD image you have here, very stable. There you go. So I'll put it down now. Sound is good. Arrow back. It's gonna ask you to exit. You exit, and then it brings you back here. That little star you see here, that's where you're gonna select the next feature that I will talk about, which is the favorites for the TV shows and the movies. So you double click, it turns white. That means it's not in your favorites. You double click to yellow, it's in your favorites. Arrow back again. Let's take a look at the favorites if it's there. And boom, I already had a few there. And there you go. Arrow back. Let's go to menu. And let's take a look at the TV shows now. TV shows is the same thing. You just select your show and then you play it. It has the seasons and the episodes. So I'll play episode 1, start over, put up the volume.
In the nation's largest city, the vicious and violent members of the underworld are hunted by the detectives of the Organized Crime Control Bureau. These are their stories.
There you go. So same process. Very, very easy. Arrow back, exit, okay. Arrow back. You see the star is yellow, that means it's in favorites. Arrow back. And then if you look at favorites, it's right there. Okay, so let's go back there. Now, the next feature is the recording, okay? Which is great, the recording. So, like I said, you arrow down where it says action, and then on your right hand, you go to recording. All you have to do is click on the recording, turns red. Let me put up the volume.
The first episode looks at the recent rise in anti-Asian hate crimes.
Double click on that. It's gonna show you on your left hand what's playing, the channel that's playing, the start and the ending time, recording length, and the hard drive that you recording it on. Okay, and on top you have where you can stop it, but there's also a button to stop it on the remote, so you don't need to stop it on the screen, right? But I'm gonna go ahead and stop it now, the recording, and then we're gonna take a look at that. Okay, stop it, it goes back to white. Okay, bring down the volume, arrow back again. Sorry for that. It's menu. Go to your recordings. And there it is. So I already have a few there. Let's select the recording and play it. Put up the volume. Excellent. Excellent. Stop the recording here. Arrow back. Exit. Okay. And there you go. You have recorded. So you put down the volume. Okay, so you got your menu. Don't forget you can schedule your recording. So you can schedule recordings at a later time, or you can record live or record while you're watching a channel. Okay, so you have to set all that up. So there you go, guys. This is it. I think we went through everything here. So far, it's really, really, really nice and stable. So go ahead and get your box and take care and stay safe, okay?